Woo. I hope it's going. Let me check. Let me check. Okay, it's going. All right. Okay. I know y'all gonna much love get your ass on camera. Yes, y'all have the basketball holes and that boring ass Atlanta shit coming up. This last episode of the Atlanta hole. Nah, I ain't even gonna talk about that bullshit. We're gonna get back into the Atlanta holes next week unless y'all say y'all just absolutely want to hear my thoughts on it. But it will be an even quicker video than the last basketball holes because it was boring as hell. It was just flashback Cynthia looking at food. It was ugh. Anyway, but I'm gonna do the basketball holes later on this evening. I've been busy helping my mother, and I'm going to the doctor this morning. So anyway, that's not what I'm in here about. This is just random shit that I'm thinking about. So this morning I hopped on Facebook, just looking, and people post and this and that and other. I share other people's posts. However, so I came across this one. I forget who shared this. At any rate, it was someone had posted it on their timeline. It was something that they were sharing that they had seen. And I forgot who it was. But anyway, I looked at this shit. And I was talking to my husband before he left. And this shit right here says, if your girl is in a bad mood and says she doesn't want to talk about it, you sit her down like this and talk to her. Child, cheese, and fucking crackers. I'm not. Sometimes when a woman says that is she mad about something, she mad about something. Just as the saying get down, with men, when they upset or they mad about something, if they don't want to talk about it, they don't want to talk about it. But this this right here just put me in the mind of some shit that I seen while I was out. And I know I haven't been doing random store shit, honey. Trust me, it's been some store shit. So, basically, I was out. We were in Target, believe it or not Wally World. And, just kind of going around looking for what you're looking for. It was me and Brittany and my mother. And I'm in the riding cart, you already know. So, basically, there's this couple, this young lady and her, I guess boyfriend or whatever. And, we kind of seem to be kind of going to some little similar, the same aisles or whatever, just looking for the same thing, soap powder area, soap area, I was in the pet area. It just seemed like we were kind of looking in the same, in the same aisle. But what I noticed was every time we stopped, every time, I'm stopping, I'm doing what I'm doing, but, you realize that, damn, I just seen them a couple of hours over or whatever. She has to touch and get some lint off of him, brush his hair, shift his shirt or some shit like that every time. And I'm thinking, girl, I understand that he's with you. You know what I mean? Like, that foolishness, and she was a young lady. That whole thing of, that's just foolishness. If his ass was a sloppy ass mess when he left, you should have cleaned his ass up before he came out. You won't never be just plucking crumbs and lint and brushing his hair and taking spit out of your mouth, putting it on your hand and brushing his damn baby hair. That girl, stop. Touching his clothes, this and that other girl. When at the end of the day, what it was is you're trying to let folks know that you with him. Like somebody getting ready to snatch his ass up or some shit like that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, honey. In life, you go forwards, not backwards. And I'm thinking and I'm looking, and then it's like she wants you to hear the conversation. She's kind of loud with it. And it's like she's telling him something, and it's like she wants him to be as sensitive as she is. Which is why this shit right here put me in the mind of her and a couple other young ladies and shit. And I've seen some older women do it, and I'd be like, bitch, are you fucking kidding me? Like, please don't think that I'm insensitive or whatever. It's just that I know that, you know what I'm saying, my husband is not the one all the time that's going to be like, well, baby, let's sit down and talk about it. Let's have a little coffee and a little tea. You want me to braid your hair while you tell me what's going on? Hell no. Sometimes I want to be left the hell alone. If I say I'm mad or whatever, give me a minute, let me stew when I'm ready, you know what I mean? I might talk about it or whatever. But if I say I don't want to talk, you know what I'm saying? Leave me alone or whatever. That is not a cry out for you to sit my ass down, coddle me, brush my hair, you know, bring me a cup of warm, steeping tea, you know, cut on my favorite woo-woo song. Hell no. Sometimes it just leave me the hell alone. I'm good. I am good. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I have to say that about men too, because women, y'all know we would do this. And I have done this and I had to realize. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time when your man be like, no, I'm good, I'm fine, you know, they are. You know, even though you look at them and it looks like something's different or miss or some shit like that, it seems to you like they not, you know, they mannerisms or whatever, they gestures are not what you think they should be. Sometimes they really are good. They just, I'm good. You know, it's just as simple as that. You know, like if my husband tells me, no, I'm fine, you know, I don't feel like talking about it, I'm going to be blue in the face asking him, because once he makes up his mind he's not talking about it, it's done. And I'm just not the bitch that's going to bag you. Now, I know if he really wants to talk to me about something, he will, you know what I mean? Like, the door is open. All of this damn coddling ass shit. Y'all, I don't know, ladies, I'm different. I'm not saying this any... You know, do you, be who you are, whatever. All I'm saying is that most of the time, women are more, you know, a little bit more sensitive about certain things than men are. It just is what it is. Stop trying to fucking make your husbands and boyfriends as soft as fucking you. Either you want a man or you want a woman or whatever. With, you know what I mean? Like, I can't. You know, keep wanting to change them. Well, you don't talk to me enough, and well, I wanted to go, you know, antiquing, and you know, we don't do that anymore, girl. When he was doing that shit and going to the store and Bath and Body Works and shit like that, that was in the beginning, bitch. It was all about a plan, honey. Shit, it is some men who like antiques, and don't take what I'm saying the wrong way. I'm not saying that men can't be sensitive or be concerned about your feelings, but shit, he's not gonna be as sensitive as your ass is, because I'm gonna tell you, two sensitive ass motherfuckers together is a problem. Shit, you can't never get shit done because both of you motherfuckers is crying and upset, honey. Somebody got to have, you know, some stability or some shit. I don't know, y'all. It's just me. I can't do it. And I looked at this and I thought about the young lady, because she was like, oh, well, you don't look at it like this and so and so. And I'm like, girl, sit your ass down. You done brushed this man's teeth. You done snatched his hair and this and that and other. You done damn near put a leash around his neck. Girl, please. Don't be so fucking desperate, bitch. Oh, y'all, I'm on one this morning. And it may be that, you know, that a lot of women may be, well, much love, I disagree. I need my husband to sit down with me, and, you know, if I say that I'm mad and I don't want to talk about it, that's when I want him to ask me to talk. Girl, say what's on your mind. If you want to talk, you want to talk. If you don't, you don't. When you get older, you leave that kid shit behind you. You know what I mean? Be calculated, be precise. Say what's on your mind and how you feel, and be done with that. Ain't nobody, men are not mind readers. They just not. We want them to look at us and know from across the room by the look on our face exactly what the fuck's going on. You know, some women will get upset if a man don't remember what day of the month she comes on and be more considerate. That's your ass bleeding. Yes, okay, we are a little bit more emotional. No, we don't need him to be extra and on our nerves and this and that and other. But, okay, he didn't remember. He doesn't have a reminder. His cuckoo's not bleeding every month. I'm just saying. And he don't even have a cuckoo. I'm just, yeah, I can't. And I think it's me. I think as I get older, I think I'm so turning into this cut and dry ass person. You know, not saying dry, not saying that I'm not concerned, I don't have feelings and this and that and other. I do. But I just say, you know what I mean, what I feel. And if I want to ask the question, I ask the question. If something's going on with me and I want to talk about it with my husband, I say, listen, I need to talk to you about something. With that said, if when I say that, I look on his face and I see he's tired from the day or whatever, I might wait until, you know, we wind down later on at night or whatever to say what I got to say. But I'm going to say it, you know. I don't know, y'all. Maybe I'm just a little different. I guess my question is this, is this, you know, am I wrong for not wanting this? Am I wrong for being like, if I say, y'all, my neighbors, it's just, they can never get in the car without it being a whole production. You just left the house, girl. Why do you got to holler in at everybody in there? You just left. Go back in there. Anywho, I'm just saying, am I being, I don't know, y'all. I feel some kind of way about this. You know, if this makes sense. And I guess I'm talking to women and I'm talking to men, because as I looked at the comments on here, now some of the men went a little far, you know, with that whole thing of, you know, he's being a bitch and this and that and the other. And one person commented and said, well, when he gonna take the tampon out our ass and yada, 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 you know, that's going a little bit far. But I looked at it and was like, girl, please, ain't no, oh, Lord, y'all, I don't know. I guess my ass is just getting old. And I know at some point when I was young, I felt like, yes, I need you to talk to me. I need you to understand my feelings. I need you, shh. And what I need you to do is when I'm in this mood, just let me sit over here and be cool for a minute. Let me calm down. And when I'm ready to talk to you, I will. If that, you know what I mean? Like, I can't. And that whole shit of drawing people into your emotions and all of that, I can't. You know, I don't know, y'all. Anywho, just random ass thoughts in my head, y'all. Just shit that's on my mind when I looked at this. It was some other shit. Let me go to the much love. Let's go to the much love page, y'all. And see what I want to talk about over here. Y'all know Beyonce and Jay-Z. I think that's an old picture. I don't know. What is this, y'all? Wait a minute, hold it. I'm going too damn fast. Why? I'm trying to understand why. For the life of me, I cannot understand what in the hell is going on with this baby. What was it? It was, y'all know over here on this page, it's just be funny as hell. Maybe I shouldn't even come over here, because I do have some serious topics that I would like to talk about. I should have went to my own personal page. Let's just get off of that, because, honey, it has been nothing but fuckery and foolery over there on the Much Love page. I do want to talk about, y'all, the little girl that's missing, and I'm sure I've shared it. I think she was 8 years old. Her and her mother was in the shelter. I know y'all have heard this, and apparently the janitor, some shit like that, had gotten fired because they're not supposed to talk to her, have contact, or whatever, you know, with the people that stand there or whatever. However, so apparently the mother had been letting this man take this child places and do things with her and this and that and other, which she is ridiculous. You know, and so all of a sudden the child comes up missing. But the broad didn't, you know, turning the fact that her child was gone. The school went to check to see why she hadn't been in school. The mother was saying she was sick, knowing that she didn't have her the whole time. And they start asking, the police is asking. At some point, she said that the man that was the janitor was the doctor, but then her mama came on and said, we never said he was the doctor. And both of them look like two crackheads. Because my thing was, the grandmother was like, I just need the daughter back and this and that and other. Her grandbaby back. Bitch, if you cared about that grandbaby, even if you didn't want your daughter in your own house, you would have had her at your house and she would have never been at the homeless shelter. Like, don't even do it. And then the mama's just kind of looking like, all of a sudden, now that everybody knows that this child is gone and she been lying, now she want to be concerned about where this child is. And in my opinion, she needs to be locked up because she lied about it, talking about he's a doctor and this is all I know and here's the number I have. Bitch, please, honey, leave them drugs alone, baby. At any rate, they catch him on camera with the little girl. I think it looks like they in a hotel or whatever, in the hallway or whatever. Come to find out, he done killed his wife. And just the other day, I found out from one of my loves, because I was trying to keep up with the story, but I missed this. He killed himself and they hadn't found. Now, I don't know if they found her today, last night, but they hadn't found this child. And then to add insult to injury, as you read and you look and you go back, you see that Child Protective Services have, been in this child's life, has been, coming, to her mother about the fact that there's hardly no food, her surroundings, her missing school, yada, 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 countless things. And I think that the Child Protective Service dropped the ball on this child too, yet again. It's one of two things that they're going to do as far as I'm concerned. Well, I'm not going to say 100% of the time, but I would say 50% of the time when it comes to my community, and this is truly my opinion, and, we can agree to disagree, is that, they either gonna, overlook some shit and let our children, slide through the cracks or whatever. Are they going to oversee some shit and end up taking, children, and you haven't found any foundings because you're trying to play catch up from the other babies that you let go? You know what I'm saying? Fall through the cracks or whatever. That's just my opinion. But I feel like they really dropped the ball on this child and they let her down. And I pray that she's, still alive. But they found him dead. And somewhere around the park where they believe that she may have been. And I pray that she's alive. But, I'm hoping that she is. That's what I'm going to say about that. I'm still praying about it. But I just don't understand. In my opinion, I believe the mama gave her to him. That's what I think. I think the mama gave that man her daughter, probably for a bump or something like that, or to get high. And that's just the way I feel. It could be completely different, but I'm not understanding why you would not, when your child went missing, would not have contacted the police or whatever. And now, a month or so later, you want to have a plea for your child. Girl, go on somewhere. Get somewhere. Get your ass somewhere and sit down somewhere. Because I feel like, y'all just kind of feel like she gave that baby, to him. I really do. Y'all leave it below and let me know. I'm sure y'all know about it. I'll try to find the link or whatever. But it's been going on for a while. And my question is, do you think that the mother should be locked up? I'm just saying. Because that's neglect. Like, girl, your child been gone for a month. And you don't know where the child is. You saying that the man was the doctor and then he ended up being the janitor. And then on one interview, the grandmama was like, this is not a child who would cry if you taking her. This is a child that would cry if you don't let her go. Because he probably fed home a regular whatever while he was doing whatever orneriness he was trying to do. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to pop grandmama and the mama, because the grandmama want to be like, man, I just want her home. Girl, get somewhere. Both of them, y'all, just clucks, just gone. And I know clucks are old ass words. I know my ass is old. But I'm saying neither one of y'all gave a damn about that baby. Now, I might have some love to say. Well, much love, that might be a little drastic. At some point she did. She just on drugs. Well, I'm sorry. That don't make that child any more safer. That don't make her, appear or none of that. It is what it is. So anywho, y'all, that was, just on my mind. And I had been wanting to talk about that. It's just like here locally. It's a young man, a young lady that was at the, and I've said this to y'all, young ladies, single mothers, young ladies, whatever. If you have children, stop meeting these men, dating them for a couple of months, and thinking it's okay to leave your most precious thing with them. Your child. Oh, girl, he's with me. He loved me, so I know he loved my baby. Bitch, please. You don't know whether he's a rapist or whatever. Girl, you can't look at a motherfucker and look and see, well, oh, he's some good. Oh, he ain't gonna do nothing. Girl, please stop thinking between your legs and your, you know what I'm saying, with your thirsty ass heart and shit. Just glad to have somebody in your life or whatever. With that being said, bitch, when your feet hit the floor, his ought to hit the floor too. Why he ain't working? But at any rate, she's at work. She done let this man, baby, she's only knew him a few months. He babysitting her baby overnight, this and that and other. Now, when the interview went on, the apparently the mother, her mother, and her, was like, you need to check, your child, and maybe you shouldn't be leaving him, with this man who you've only known for a few months. She says, well, she ain't see nothing different. No, she said it was a little something different, but she thinks it's because she's working nights now and he's acting strange. Girl, please. Bitch, please. Yes, you do need to work and take care of your child and this and that and another. I understand that. And that's not to say that a family member or something like that wouldn't do that or whatever in this day and age. But bitch, I'm going to tell you. There ain't no way in the world I would be dating a man for a few months. And now all of a sudden he's taking care and babysitting my child while I'm gone all night. Bitch, please. Come on. You young motherfucking mothers better grow the fuck up. We live in a completely different world than that I lived in when I was in my 20s and my kids were young. Shit, you fuck around and leave your child with somebody and you come home and he done put your baby in the microwave, bitch, and all you can say is, well, he seemed like, bitch. No, there's no redo. There is none. And it is up to you. It is your responsibility to make sure that your child is safe. Stop thinking from between your legs and the fact that, oh, I just want a man, honey, he's here with me. Bitch, please. Because I'd rather have my child and be the fuck by myself than to know that I put them in danger, in harm's way, or worse than that, they no longer here. Like, I can't. And her dad sat next to her, the granddaddy, and spoke good sense. And he said, you young ladies need to stop knowing these men for a short period of time and letting them take care of your children. Because you can clearly see that he comes from a different era. This foolish ass shit. You young ladies seem to want to keep on doing it. And here's the thing that irritates me. You motherfuckers want to blame this and that on the man, but I'm going to have to say this. Some fault lie in your motherfucking ass. Because, see, you accepting this shit. All of this shit is okay with you. It used to be a time when a woman would be completely, just fed up through over it if a man called her a bitch or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It is just a word. But I'm just saying, there used to be a time when there was standards or whatever. Now, some of, and I'm not saying all, please understand that I know that there are exemptions. You know, people are different. Not all are the same. I am not talking to the ones that are not doing it. Clearly, I'm talking to those that are. Those that think they may be going to be. How about that? You know, to head it off. Have some motherfucking standards. Stop being so fucking thirsty. Stop, you know, everything you do, don't let it depend on some man in your life. It's why that's just like I always say about these thirsty ass fucking ovaries and uteruses and this and that and other. You motherfuckers want kids at all costs. You know, don't give a damn who you with. I got to hurry up and get married. My clock is ticking. Let that motherfucker tick. I'm just saying. Think about it and see things all the way through. You know, set your criteria. Stop accepting and settling for just any damn thing. Just to say, oh, I got a man. Oh, I'm with somebody. Oh, I got somebody. You know, just like old girl who kept tapping and touching. Like she, you know, no shade to people with Tourette's. Like this was her tick. You know, she got to touch him 2 times on the head, shake the dust off 3 times, jiggle around, and then, you get what I'm saying, on this man to let everybody know this is her man. Who gives a damn? And I'm thinking any minute, and y'all know I'm all over the place, this man gonna be like, would you please stop pulling on my clothes and shit? I'm a grown-ass man. But clearly he wasn't a grown-ass man. Because, see, a grown-ass man knows how to put his clothes on. Knows how to look when he goes out. Do not need you to tell him, oh, baby, you got a bunch of sleep in your eye and shit. His nasty ass. See, a grown-ass man be to wash his face, brush his teeth, wash his ass, shit, shower, and shave. You understand me? You don't have to keep plucking and shit like that. Bitch, what the fuck is that? I can't. Y'all, I'm on one. I'm gonna tell you another bitch that I can't stand. Kind of bitch. Every time you want to go somewhere or do something, you might say, oh, it's gonna be a play, or something. Oh, they having something at the church. You know, women's dance and shit like that. I'm gonna just throw that in there. Oh, well, I'm gonna ask so and so. Soon as you ask her, she hit you back with, okay, well, let me run it by him and see if it's okay, girl. I understand, you know, man of the house, that whole thing. I am not devaluing that at all. At all. And I do understand that, you know, everybody's raised differently or whatever. But when you cannot go one place, when they cannot, you know what I'm saying, trust your judgment one time without you getting okay, it's a motherfucking problem. Now, I know I will have some women, well, it's a problem for me. How about that? That will say, well, you know, I do that. I run everything by my husband. You know, we communicate, this and that and other. At a point, it's motherfucking control, but you can't do shit without asking him. That woman gets on my nerves everywhere. I was going to go get some bread. Was getting ready to go to the store. Did you want to go? You know, oh, no, let me run it by him and I'll get back. Well, no, bitch, I'm going to get my bread. You ain't got to run shit by me. You and him can run out and get some. You know. Every time. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'm just on one. Something else that I cannot fucking stand. If I'm talking to you on the phone and your damn man is in the background of me and you're just talking, you might be saying, no, I was thinking that I was going to get number 2 unit with some highlights, clearly talking about her. Every minute in the background, what y'all talking about? What you say? What's that? What you talking? Nigga, if you don't get out this motherfucking conversation, and bitch, if you don't hang up talking to me, And clearly he needs your attention. Because he's in a conversation. We sit up here talking about feminine pads and feminine whatever. He won't know. I can't. I just can't. You know, like, sometimes there is a clear distinction between us. You know what I mean? Like, every motherfucking thing. Y'all can't. I'm just on one. I guess since I seen that and that bra was that way, and I know y'all probably like, much love, you talking about every damn thing today. I'm just on one. This is just the shit that's on my mind, and I guess I come on, and when I talk about these things, I really want to know, you know, other women's perspective on this. Like, am I the only one? You know, do y'all understand where I'm coming from? Am I the only one thinking this? You know what I mean? Or I want to hear someone else's point of view on it, and maybe I might look and say, well, okay, I understand, I can see. Now, see, that I can, you know, I fully get that, you know. Just, I don't know, y'all. I can't. I just cannot. Oh, and let me say something else. I'm going to tell you another bitch I can't do. The bitch that brings her husband with her every fucking where she go. Now, you know that we having a ladies' night out. We going, you know, whatever. It's some lady shit. Here you come with your husband. And let me do you one worse. Let me add this broad in. The broad that come with a husband and her kids. I can't. I just can't. Another one I cannot do. Every time I see you, the only thing you have to talk about is your children and your husband. Now, that is fine. You can be proud of your children. They could be doing well. You know, your husband could be treating you swell and all of that. But girl, how you doing? Are you okay? I love that dress you got. You been shopping? You know, you trying to have a conversation with them about them. Just, you know, and they, oh, well, you know, George did. Oh, well, you know, Kiki, she, no. Every conversation, you don't have anything to say about yourself. Bitch, you don't do nothing on your own. You know, I don't know, y'all. Just play me dust, honey. Y'all just pray for me today because I'm just on one. Just, you know, just talking just in general. And I really want to know, do y'all know any of these women? Am I the only one? You know. With that being said, let me end this shit off with this. I went to the nail shop and had my nails done. And it was a broad in there. She's sitting next to me soaking off some gel polish. Now, on TV, on Steve Harvey or whatever, I don't know if it was an old episode or what, I don't know. There was a young woman on there that was, you know, like, I don't know, 10th degree black belt, you know, doing her thing. You know, she's doing martial arts and this and that and other. Why did said chick that was soaking off her nails look at the woman who, you know, is doing her nails and say, do you know this? Do you know martial arts? Bitch, I don't know why your mind would have told you to say something that inappropriate. And this was, you know, a woman, you know, she was, I don't know, I think Vietnamese, I don't know. At any rate, it was, you know, insulting. She was like, do you know that? I'm like, bitch, are you kidding me? And the bitch said it with a straight fucking face, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I can't make this shit up. It was me and Brittany. We were there together. She was getting a manicure. She just gets a regular manicure. But prior to that, the lady that was doing my nails looked on that same show. And there was a woman on there, and she was a white woman talking about she wanted to say thank you to this one particular woman who helped her. She was, you know, habitual homeless, whatever she was saying, serial homeless, whatever. She had been homeless. This woman had helped her. She went on to tell her story. It was very touching. And she wanted to say how independent she was. She wanted to say that, you know, I've been able to pay my own bills and this and that and other. By this woman helping me to help myself. Oh, girl that's doing my nails, she said, oh, well, she doesn't even seem like the type that would be in a homeless shelter. You know, but later on down the road, old girl gonna say, do you know karate? It amazes me how insensitive and ignorant people can be. I had to check her and say, well, what do homeless look like? Because I clearly knew where she was going with that. I clearly knew that because she was sitting up at White saying that she had been homeless, this just flabbergasts you and this and that and other. She said out her mouth was, well, when I think of homeless people, I think of people that's on drugs and this and that and other. But I knew what her point was. But I checked her boots. I said, no, it looks all kinds of ways. Homelessness, you know, you know, anything can happen at any point to anybody. It's very diverse. She wanted to say she was well spoken. I said, yes, she is. And very articulate. You don't know what she sounded like when she was going through that. But with that being said, it has been people that was on top of their game. And something happened. And their whole world, you know, changes. And they end up homeless. Yeah. Yeah. At any rate, they end up homeless. You know, something can change. How can you judge that and look at that? And I guess the moral of this whole motherfucking video is that some motherfuckers can be so ignorant. Some motherfuckers live in this box. And they think things need to be this way and that way. They don't never see shit in gray. They only see it in black and white. But sometimes shit is just that. Sometimes it is just gray. Or sometimes, you know what I mean? It's this color, that color, whatever. It's never just that way. You know, putting people in these boxes and prejudging and this and that and other. Just the ignorance, y'all, just gets me. You know, the ignorant ass shit, that gets me. Now, some folks will say, well, you know, you come on here and you're talking about, you know, the reality shows and this and that and other. I had one lady that wrote me and said, you know, much love, there was a time when you talked about a variety of everything. Yes. And I will always be that person. And I understood and appreciated what she said. And I was so thankful that she did that. Because that is who I am. I'm not just one thing. I'm not just going to be talking about reality, Drea, Sunday Carter cuffs, and all of that. Because at the end of the motherfucking day, what they eat don't make me shit. But I am a person that does things in my order, in the way that I see I need to do it. So, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I'm going to come on and I'm not going to be on video. Sometimes I'm not going to do the review until 2 days later. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes, like I did, I think last year, I'm going to come on this motherfucker and I'm going to see some shit on news and I'm going to talk about politics or some shit. You know, from time to time. Sometimes I'm just going to come on and say, this is just that shit I don't like. Or whatever, however. You know, as human beings, I think we're all multifaceted. You know what I mean? Like various different parts to us. You know, and I don't know, y'all. I'm just kind of, I don't know. Today, I'm just kind of on one. And today, this is what I want to talk about today. And later on, I'll talk about the basketball hoes. But one thing I will promise y'all is that I'm going to do me and I'm going to be me. You know, I'm going to do me and I'm going to be me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give y'all what I feel and what's on my mind or whatever. But sometimes I'm going to do just this. It's going to be random shit, but it's going to be random shit that's on my mind that I'm thinking about. Because I cannot lose sight of, after seeing all this bullshit and hearing all this shit and all this shit I see in the news, I cannot lose sight of what I started my channel for in the beginning was me to talk about what I was going through, but to also share it with somebody so that it would help somebody else. You know, the state of the motherfucking world and the state of some of these young folks and young women, oh my God. Ladies, each one should teach one, baby. And in this case, in this world, we going to need to teach a whole motherfucking classroom. We're going to have 30 young ladies per, you know, a woman who's, you know, maybe a little bit more mature. I've been through some shit. We're going to have to reach out. We're going to have to be what we are. Nurturers. And try to help these young ladies and young folks in general. You know, so anyway, y'all, I'm all over the map. Y'all may not even understand this video and be like, bitch, you talked about everything. I don't know. You know, just drop the shit below. I'm out of here. My dad is here to take me to the doctor, so I'm going to have to get up off here. So I'm out. Much love. Lord, let me find the button. Y'all be back later on. Much love. Damn, 41 minutes.